Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Greason. This is the lesson for week of September the 14th through the 18th. We're going to switch gears a little bit and going to do a little lesson called Is This Even Music? It's about John Cage, Schoenberg, and outsider artists. And really, it's going to be a whole lot less of me talking. And I've got several videos that I want you to watch this week that you're going to watch and then answer some questions for your assignment. But I have a few things I want to go through with this. Like I just said, where you're going to be watching a video from PBS Learning called Is This Even Music? A guy named L.A. and a girl named Nare discuss how what is considered music has changed over time and how it is constantly changing still. But before you watch that and do the other assignments in this lesson, I want to go through a little bit of vocabulary and then I'll explain the assignment a little bit. All right, some vocabulary that you're going to hear in these videos. A chromatic scale. If you don't know what a scale is, a major scale, like a C major scale, sounds like this. Okay, a minor scale is going to sound like this. Those are the two most common scales that most of the music that you listen to are going to be based on, either a major scale or a minor scale. But we also have what's called a chromatic scale, and that's a musical scale spanning one octave, and which is divided into 12 equal pitches, and it sounds like this. That's what a chromatic scale sounds like. I was just playing from middle C up to the next C on the piano, and basically what you're doing is you are playing every single note, both the black and the white keys, going up that scale to create a chromatic scale. Let me play it for you one more time so you understand what that sounds like. So I played it both up and back down that time. So that's what a chromatic scale sounds like. And you're dividing that one octave into 12 equal pitches. When we talk about the term frequency, that means the number of vibrations per second in a sound wave. Frequency is measured in hertz. 1 hertz is equal to 1 vibration per second. So the higher the frequency, the higher the pitch. So if I played high C, that's going to be a higher frequency than this C and F. That's going to be a lower frequency. All right, an octave. An octave is the interval between one musical pitch and another with twice the frequency. So if I am at middle C here and I go up to the next C, that's an octave. And where we get that term octave is OCT, 8. If I played, again, that C major scale, you would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 tones in an octave or an interval of an octave. You can have that as well. So that to give you an idea of what an octave is. All right, pitch. A pitch is the quality of a sound governed by the rate of vibration that produces it. And when pitch can also be referred to as, that's A. That's the note or pitch of A. Or if I'm asking you to sing something, what pitch is that? Well, that's A. This is F. Notes are also called pitches as well. When we talk about tonality, Tonality is a system for arranging those pitches or chords in a composition that has one central note or chord that is played more often than the others. This dominant note is called the tonic note. Again, if I'm playing something in C major, okay, here's a chord progression in C major. I begin and end that progression on C or with a C major chord. Okay. Most songs have a either major or minor tonality, and a lot of the songs that you may listen to, the beginning note and the ending note or chord of songs are going to often be the same. There's a dominant note, and again, that's what we call the tonic note. That you're going to hear, and that whole song is going to probably come around and be centered around that one note or chord. And that's what we call tonality. Okay? So that's pretty much it for me talking, except to explain the assignment for this week. So when you go into Google Classroom, you're going to have your intro video, and then the lesson that we're talking about right now will be number 2. So I've got in number 3 and number 4 in Google Classroom for the module weeks of September 14th through 18th. There's a video in number 3 from PBS Learning that is entitled, "Is This Even Music?" It's about 9 to 10 minutes long. Also in number 3 are going to be several. There's the list of this vocabulary we just talked about. There is a background information sheet that you can read about as well to get a better idea of what when they're talking about the composer Schoenberg. And there's also a viewing guide. I really want you to pay attention to that viewing guide because you're going to go back to that for your assignment in number 5. In number 4, it's called More About John Cage. There are 2 videos about John Cage that I want you to watch because you're going to have questions in your assignment in number 5 that are going to pertain to those 2 videos. Then you go to number 5, and that's the Is This Even Music assignment. To complete, as you go through those questions, answer those questions. I don't care if you go back and rewatch things to answer those questions, or if you need to do some more reading, that is fine. But on question number 9, on the assignment, you are going to have to look at the viewing guide, which can be found in number 3 in Google Classroom. Okay? If you have questions and are not sure, as always, send me a remind text or email me, and I will be happy to try to make sure you understand what's going on. Okay? See you later, guys.